day late to this one, but there are various sources claiming that Bob Arum, and Bob Arum himself has claimed it, that he has offered Amir Khan $5 million guaranteed purse to fight Terence Crawford, I believe on ESPN pay-per-view. I think I seen that somewhere in one of the articles I seen, to fight Amir Khan possibly in March or April time. Now, the first thing I'm thinking of about this fight is what happened to the Kell Brook fight. I thought we were getting this fight, signed and sealed pretty much after this week when Kell Brook has his fight. I've seen Amir Khan, I've seen it on Twitter actually. Amir Khan has said to, I think it was Sun Sport, that he's happy to take the Kell Brook fight first, provided Kell Brook gets over his weight issues. And essentially what that is Amir Khan wants the Kell Brook fight to happen at 147, which Kell Brook said he's willing to do, but he also wants a £10 rehydration clause. Now, me personally, rehydration clause, right, with the IBF they do a £10 check weight, and I believe the WBC are looking at a 10% weigh-in rehydration clause. Now 10% is different to £10. I believe in some instances 10% could be up to £15, which is in around what most fighters would cut anyway, so it's not really going to make a drastic difference. It's just going to make fighters a bit more wary. Whereas £10, that's a flat £10 for every division in boxing. So, you've got the people at the cruiserweights. It wouldn't necessarily affect them, I'd say, as much. Or light heavyweights going up to cruiserweight. But, the smaller guys, the flyweights, super flies, that might affect them. But if you're someone like Kell Brook, who's moved up to 154 pounds light middleweight, and was struggling to make 147, even before the Golovkin fight, then I can understand kind of why Amir Khan is looking for the £10 rehydration clause, and I can understand why Kell Brook doesn't want to do it, especially considering the fact that it's a non-title fight. If he makes weight, he makes weight. It is what it is, and you could always say, you could skip the £10 rehydration clause, but knowing Amir Khan, the penalty for that will probably make the fight not worth it. Depends how much Kell Brook wants to knock Amir Khan out. I suspect a lot, but to lose a couple of million over a £10 rehydration clause, I don't know. Anyway, going back onto this fight with Terence Crawford. Now, I think personally it makes a lot of sense for Amir Khan to take the fight, because Terence Crawford, in my opinion, is number one at welterweight. I know a lot of people would have Spence as number one. Spence is a good fighter, definitely. The way he's been talking lately and the way he's been kind of, acting out a bit lately, it's leaving a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. He's fighting Mikey Garcia, which I haven't done any videos on. I think Spence is going to win that fight. If and when it's announced. No, so I think Spence is going to win that fight. I think he's too big for Garcia. So yeah, I think Crawford would be my number one at 147. I'm interested to see how Keith Thurman looks at his return at the end of January. Because I always like Keith Thurman, one of my favourite welterweights to watch. But yeah, Terence Crawford for me would be number one. But if you look at Amir Khan's last fight against Samuel Vargas, would you say, based off of that form, it'd be good enough to even trouble Terence Crawford? You would say no. Definitely not. But at the end of the day, styles make fights. Terence Crawford will be more of a boxer. And Amir Khan I think he prefers the boxers. Amir Khan is someone who does not like people coming throwing pressure at them, relentless pressure. Now, Samuel Vargas wasn't doing a lot of that in the fight, but when he was having success and he was landing on Amir Khan. Terence Crawford's not really much of a pressure fighter. He likes to break you down methodically. As you can see in his last fight against, I think his name was Benavidez, I forget the guy's first name. Where he knocked him out with a 12th round with that amazing right hand. It was a tremendous shot, and he was doing well to get up from that, and Terence Crawford finished him off then and there. Terence Crawford's got a very fan-friendly style, definitely. And I think, Amir Khan, with his speed, with his explosiveness early on, could cause Terence Crawford some issues, but I would expect Terence Crawford to, figure out the angles, kind of get the timing relatively sorted, and then, I'm sure Terence Crawford, he's not the biggest puncher at 147, he's not the biggest one-punch puncher in general, but definitely I think he has enough power to hurt and drop and knock out Amir Khan. Maybe not Canelo Alvarez, Danny Garcia style, but definitely has enough power to drop and hurt him, definitely. So yeah, I think Amir Khan, it wouldn't hurt. I mean, it's a world title fight. He's always been talking about wanting to be a world champion again. It's been 2012 since the last time he held a world title. Imagine that, 6 years. So imagine that. And he's only held it in one weight class, as far as I know. I don't think he ever won a world title at lightweight. So yeah, imagine that, 6 years, no world title for Amir Khan. Crazy. But yeah, I would expect Terence Crawford to win that fight. And I think he would have a couple of rounds where he didn't look too good, but I think he'd have a good few more rounds where he'd look fantastic. Terence Crawford, to me, is one of the best fighters in the world. I would have him number 1, Vasily Lomachenko 2, and Canelo Alvarez 3 on my pound for pound, definitely. So, Terence Crawford to me is a fantastic fighter, and, Vasily Lomachenko not far behind, who is fighting this weekend, I believe. I'm looking forward to that. just got to give an update on the channel really quick. Uploads may not be as frequent over the next few weeks. There's a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I'm not going to get into. I'm not really going to share at all. Maybe someday, but not now. So, uploads might be sporadic for the next few weeks until I can maybe get all that stuff kind of sorted out. A lot of kind of stuff that I'm not going to get into. But yeah, they might be sporadic. So if you see an upload from me, count your lucky stars, then you're getting an upload. If you don't, if it's a week, maybe even longer, then that is what that is. I'm not saying that's what I want to do, but it might come to that. It might be a case of I'm just not able. So you're just going to have to wait and see and be patient. You're going to have to give me time, and I'll work around with it. I'll find a way to get these videos out. I might not get any out this weekend. We'll see. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, and personal stuff that, it's pretty difficult. So I'm just going to kind of let that go. I'm going to stop it there, and I'm going to leave you with this video. Like I said, I'm going to try and get some more videos out. I don't want to stop. I do like doing this. I really do. And yeah, I'm going to keep going with this as best I can. But right now it's difficult. So just be patient with me, and let's see what we can do. So that's my thoughts on this. Please leave yours down below. I love seeing the comments. And yeah, that's that. So thanks for tuning in.